With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudner. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right to the air is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there. but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. Pulled in by Clark.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Gates. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Gates has it over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Patterson.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Good work there. Hold them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown! Calvin Johnson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Visitors 7, Saints nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
In motion left, Fitzgerald. They start the drive with Lynch. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On second down, Lynch stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Stafford. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Again, it's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From just shy of midfield, Stafford. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Stafford on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
To the air again, Stafford. And he's got Gronkowski yet again.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Stafford goes right side, complete to Gronk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Here's Stafford. Touchdown, Saints. There's Sean Lynch in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
He sets to fire deep. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gippers. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Double right. Easy, 53. Ready.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. That's complete to Bettis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints. First down.
That's good for the Saints.
Now Lynch running right. Uses the stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run again on first down. Lynch. The safety Ed Reed there to make the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford completes it to Fitzgerald.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Rodgers now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But Charles, in a tie game, you always wonder who's going to be making the big plays. Right now, it's not the offensive players. We're seeing these defenses step up and take control. Both of the last two drives have ended with interceptions.
They are certainly dictating this game, aren't they? Now it's going to come down to which offense can follow their defense's lead and step up in the clutch themselves.
Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Throwing is Stafford. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it fourth down. They snap it to Stafford. That's complete to Calvin Johnson.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. first down at Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack on first down, Stafford, they have pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Dwight Clark. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
At the 30-yard line.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Right side run with Patterson.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this is caught, pulled in by Clark.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a first down.
Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is now a risk reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, as I could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now Stafford. Connecting with Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Stafford now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with a blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get into the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
32.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Fucking game will help you bum-ass niggas.
Zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.